We got Lil Uzi Vert, we got Drake, we got Kanye, Travis Scott, and who? What's up? You're watching HIVEMIND, the most grateful show on the internet. My name is Razzie, I'm joined by my thankful co-host, Graydon.
Oh, I'm thankful.
And today we're once again looking at your raps and guessing your number one. This is Guessing Your Top Artist on Spotify Wrapped. If you didn't see the first one, this is how it's gonna work. We asked our Patreon members to send over their Spotify raps to DJ Grant. He's taken their top 5 artists of the year and blocked out their number 1 artist. We're gonna see the top 5, sans the top 1, and guess who that top 1 is. 1 point for each one to get right. Me versus Graydon versus you.
Sydney Sweeney in Los Angeles, California.
Sweeney with her 3rd double-double in a row.
Sweeney's top artist for the 10th year in a row is Bruce Springsteen, the boss!
That's another Sweeney slam. All right, before we get into it, make sure you like the video, subscribe if you want to see more, HIVEMINDTV.com for our merch, but we also have a brand new drop over on Cope's website. It's linked in description. It's on the screen. Go check that out. It's like 25 plus items. Great for Christmas gifts. Also linked in description is our Patreon and our Cameo if you'd like to support us, or click the join button here on YouTube and become a member.
Sydney Sweeney's a member.
We also have short form content over on TikTok and Instagram Reels. Check those out. But lastly, and most importantly, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, BACARDÍ. So before we even start the game, let's toast to a year in music.
Please, dude, I've always wanted to make you my favorite cocktail during a little video.
Well, please serve me up, bartender.
I'm gonna be making us mojitos today.
Fine.
First, a little lime. Essential ingredient to mojitos is mint. Now, a little sugar. Let's go in with a little lime juice. And now, my favorite part.
Yeah, I bet it is.
The rum!
Yeah.
The BACARDÍ white rum. And before we finish them off, I'm gonna give them a little stir. I'm gonna top it off with club soda. And one last final sprig of mint.
Overall, slow service, but it looks beautiful.
There you go, buddy.
Cheers to a great year in music and to BACARDÍ and Music Liberates Music.
And the concept album,
which we will tell you about later in the video. Grab yourself some BACARDÍ, but only if you're of legal drinking age, and enjoy responsibly.
Please.
First patron, we've got Nick.
N-I-K.
And Nick listened to Anderson .Paak, Kendrick Lamar, Brockhampton, JPEG Mafia, and who?
I love this list, though.
Great list.
Anderson in there, despite not really dropping anything in a long time. This is definitely like an archetype of music listener.
Definitely like an internet person.
Yeah.
Likes rap, but likes to have some melody in there.
And some style.
Some style, some aesthetic, some experimentation, possibly.
Some strangeness.
But don't forget, this could be a curveball.
I know. The curveballs keep coming.
And when it's spelled N-I-K, it usually means it's Nikolai, right?
Nicola.
Nicola or Nikolai.
Nikola Jokic. This could be the Joker.
That's true, it could
Dude!
be. In which case, my guess is going to be horses.
The clobbering of a trotting horse.
Anything but a basketball court.
Yeah, no squeaking shoes.
Time with my family.
3, 2, 1.
I put Tyler, the Creator.
I put JID.
It is Tyler, the Creator.
Did you sandbag it? Did you know?
No, it was like a math equation. Originally, I was gonna write Frank Ocean, and then I was like, melody isn't king enough of all those 4.
Yeah.
And I just feel like if you're a Brockhampton fan,
That's true.
you probably love Tyler.
Yeah, very true.
Both videos starting off with a right answer, and I did not get one right until the very last question in the last one. So let's see if I can break the curse.
Big time music listener here, almost 126,000 minutes.
That's a lot of music.
Top songs kind of dominated by Tyler here. What's Free the Frail?
Free the Frail is a JPEG Mafia song, along with 1539 North Calvert.
Yeah. Top genre, hip hop. Hip hop hooray.
Nick, thank you so much for being a patron. Thanks for sending this in, and thanks for being such a big fan of music.
We love you, Nick.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Ertugrul.
Ertugrul.
And apologies if we make any jokes about that name.
Why would we?
It's not...
Why would we make jokes about it?
It's just, I had a cousin named Ertugrul,
Yeah.
and he was such a clown. He was such an absolute clown. And a piece of garbage.
Really?
Piece of shit.
Ah.
Fuck that guy.
Wow.
Stole a lot from my family.
Yeah.
Also, he was a dog.
Like an animal. Oh.
Kinda.
Okay.
He was kind of a dog.
Ah.
He was also kind of a bird.
What the fuck, man?
He was a griffin.
Ertugrul.
Ertugrul the griffin. He was my cousin.
Okay.
My family's kind of weird. My mom's side, all human.
Yeah.
My dad's side, mythical creatures.
Really?
Yeah. That's how you kind of end up with. But our family reunions are insane.
I bet they are.
My mom's side of the family, a lot of them are hunters. So
Oh.
only a few make it out alive
Yeah.
from my dad's side every year.
Wow. Ertugrul listened to The Weeknd, Frank Ocean, JID, Kendrick Lamar, and
Ah.
It's from a different country, Riley.
Who is?
Ertugrul.
How do you know that?
From the top artist, the way it's spelled.
Oh, top artisten. Whoa, I didn't even notice.
Artisten!
I didn't even notice that.
So I'm gonna guess Blade.
Hey, probably not a bad guess.
Bladey.
Oh, easy.
The numbers added up.
I don't know. I feel like this is what happens. I was editing our last video, and every single one that came up, I was like, how did I not put that together? It makes so much sense. Except for the curveballs. Obviously, the curveballs are hard to guess. But a lot of them, I was like, wow, we missed some obvious ones.
Yeah.
And I feel like that kind of kickstarted my brain
Okay.
to look at these as math equations.
Yeah.
And so I feel like I've got this one.
You want to bet?
It's probably not a good idea to bet.
Okay.
I just don't think betting of any kind is a good idea.
Really? You
Especially while young people are watching.
think young people are watching this? This person's name is Ertugrul. It sounds to me like they're 206.
I'm guessing an old head ass answer though.
3, 2, 1.
J. Cole?
Blade.
This is J. Cole.
Should have bet, man.
Nope. It's never a good idea to bet, even if you're gonna win.
Oh, what? That doesn't.
It's just true. That's all I'm gonna say.
Ertugrul put in 74,000 plus minutes of listening.
Not minutes, minutin.
Minutin.
Top numbers. Top numbers.
Top numbers are Pink and White, Frank Ocean, In My Room, 90 Proof, Amari, and Crack Rock.
Crack rock, crack rock.
I would have loved to have seen one artist get some home country love, you know what I mean? Wherever you're from, I don't know what language this is, but I'm sure they have good music too, and here you are listening to The Weeknd.
Your top artists were all Canadian.
That's true.
Nav,
Yeah.
Majid Jordan,
Yeah.
Tate McRae, Carly Rae Jepsen, and The Weeknd.
That's true, man. But I hate America. We're to blame for a lot of the big problems. Shout out you, Ertugrul, though. Thank you for sending this in, and thank you for being such a big fan of J. Cole.
All right, Abby, we got Psychedelic Porn Crumpets, Alice Phoebe Lou, Mac DeMarco, Starfucker, and who?
Probably some other group with some obscenity in their name.
My brain immediately went to just weird names for bands.
Yeah.
Because we got Starfucker and we got Psychedelic Porn Crumpets. So, like, it's going to be Rainbow Kitten Surprise.
Yeah, something
You know?
like that.
Or, like, totally enormous extinct dinosaurs. Wait a second.
Your numbers are numbering? Oh, gross.
Well, that's a peculiar answer,
Oh.
but it must be right. What do you think is the strangest animal that a fan of ours owns as a pet?
Oh, I love this kind of question. I love this kind of stuff, man. I mean, we definitely have people that own rats.
Yeah, that's not strange enough.
Okay, I'm getting there.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying.
We definitely have people that own, like, messed up birds, like a rescued parrot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, still.
Not that strange, but have you seen a parrot without feathers? It's horrific.
Oh, yeah, I hate looking at that.
It's horrific.
I just want to cook it.
Yeah, just throw it in the pan already. I feel like it's something outside, maybe like a marmot.
Oh, I could see a marmot.
I can see a marmot, like an obese little prairie dog looking thing.
Because I was thinking like armadillo.
I don't think you can own an armadillo though.
Really?
I don't think so.
Are they aggressive?
They are not necessarily aggressive, but they are riddled with disease.
Yeah, they're dirty. Huh?
Yeah, they're dirty.
Shoot. I think I got scammed on Facebook Marketplace, but we'll get back to that later.
Porcupine, maybe?
Porcupine, yeah, that's all. See, I was thinking like, hedgehog. That's like a cute little animal that some people do own.
Yeah.
Like I had a girlfriend in college who owned a hedgehog. Very cute. Porcupine, that's tough to own. Those things,
Dangerous.
they shoot their things at you. They don't tell you that when you learn about porcupines when you're a kid. You're just like, ooh, Spiky, don't touch them. It's like, no, they can shoot them at you like a gun. And it will poison you.
I don't know if they're poisonous.
They are.
Oh, okay.
I think.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure they are. Other than that, I was thinking maybe like a cat.
Oh, cats are so weird.
Yeah, who the hell would own a cat?
Just go look up pictures of parrots without feathers.
And please comment down below. Like, if you own a weird pet, I want to see what the weirdest one is. And be honest. I know that you guys like to lie and everything, but I legitimately want to know.
They're gonna lie. People are gonna be like, Dignan.
Yeah, oh, I have Dignan as a pet.
You don't. Saw him this morning at pickleball.
He doesn't play pickleball.
He doesn't, but he sells stuff there.
He sells what?
Old Playboys.
Sorry, my mind went somewhere else.
Oh.
Was there ever a cucumber ball?
No.
It wasn't the predecessor to pickleball?
I think that was just like racquetball. Squash, maybe.
Oh.
Which is close to a cucumber, oddly enough.
Honestly,
Yeah,
wait a
it's
minute.
getting kinda
Squash and pickleball.
weird. Yeah.
Let's trace this connection.
Let's not.
Not right now, but at some point, let's trace that.
3, 2, 1.
Put Dev Lemons.
I put King Giz.
This is Tame Impala.
Ah, Totally makes sense.
Kind of the combination of the R2.
King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard and Dev Lemons equals
Tame Impala.
I don't know about that, but it definitely makes sense. Starfucker and Mac DeMarco.
Yeah.
It's like the danceability with the kind of instrumentation, the psychedelic vibe.
Yeah.
And Alice Phoebe Lou, really dramatic singer-songwriter stuff, but very orchestral, crazy production. Fantastic. 1901, is that the Phoenix song? Is their number one song?
It's gotta be.
That's cool.
Some things you just can't shed from your past.
You hate that song though, and I love that song.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Also, I guess Dev Lemons because she is a huge Alice Phoebe Lou fan. So that's what made me think of it. Thank you, Abby.
Thanks, Abby.
Next.
Noah.
All right, Noah.
Oh, Jesus.
Basic as they come, but hey, me too. So we got Lil Uzi Vert, we got Drake, we got Kanye, Travis Scott, and who?
This is the classic. This is the bait and switch technique here.
Has to be.
It has to be.
There's no reason it would be in this slot in the video.
Yeah.
So who is the curveball?
I mean, it's impossible to think. When you feel like it's the curveball setup, there's nothing to do. I could think Noah. Maybe he was born in the Midwest. Maybe his parents still love each other and he kind of grew up in one of those houses that's got a nice finished basement.
Right.
But when I think that, it gets me nowhere closer to the type of music Noah spent the most time with this year.
Now, why does your mind go there?
I don't know.
People's upbringing.
I don't know.
Do you think it's a reflection on your own? Maybe an insecurity you have?
My basement was sick, bro.
You don't have a basement, do you?
Yeah. We called it the jungle room.
What happened down there?
I don't know. We'd draw on the walls, try and summon ghosts.
Okay. Would you rather have had a finished basement and a
Sure.
married parents?
Sure. I guess if I really thought about it, but I guess.
Do you think that would have changed your music taste?
Changed my music taste? No.
Do you think your parents would listen to the same music if they had stayed together?
Maybe more Michael Bublé.
Right.
And Boy George. My dad, big fan of both those artists.
You just haven't met you yet. See, the reason I even know Michael Bublé is because I grew up with my parents together.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, honestly,
That's
if you
true.
know a few Michael Bublé songs, your parents are together.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
Or your mom just like never cared.
Yeah, your
begin
mom
with.
like wasn't into the marriage anyway and is actually happier outside of the marriage. Or you just love Christmas time on your own.
I was feeling the Christmas spirit today.
Me too.
Yeah, I felt it out there.
You know what I listened to today?
What?
Bright Eyes released a Christmas song with John Prine.
Wow.
R.I.P. John Prine.
Love John Prine.
I listened to it yesterday and I've listened to it 4 times since.
The spirit. Let it flow.
It's John Prine talking, telling a story, talking about Christmas on the song, and I was like, oh man.
John Prine, rest in peace, one of the craziest looking motherfuckers of all time when
Absolutely,
he was alive.
yeah.
Like, absolutely.
Mhm.
Looked like a little Chinese guy and just wasn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I love those types
It's
of
not
people.
crazy that he looked like he was Chinese. It was crazy that he wasn't Chinese.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
You're like, this guy grew up in Kentucky? How's this make sense?
Quick, other favorite Christmas songs.
Christmas for Cowboys, John Denver.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like my favorite one of all time. Christmas for Cowboys on the wide open range.
See, I like the non-traditional, you know, the Sufjan Christmas albums. I like those. But give me the basics.
I do love Silver Bells.
Silver Bells. That's
Silver
what I'm saying.
Bells is a
Silver
good
Bells
one.
is so good.
It's Christmas time in the city.
Also, Justin Bieber, that little fucker can sing
Yeah.
about Christmas.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Don't forget about the fucking orchestra, though.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
They kind of invented modern Christmas music.
This is what happens in your life with the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. There's a time where you're like, wow, corniest shit I've ever heard. And then there's times where you're like,
Wait a minute.
rock on, boys. I love Christmas.
Wait a minute. I've never heard jingle bells like that.
I have got to see the light show in that
Yes.
neighborhood, 2 neighborhoods over.
Yeah.
Apparently that they did the whole house and it's gone crazy
Yeah.
with the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. You have to go see that.
Yeah.
Other than that, give me Santa Tell Me, Ariana Grande.
That is a good one.
Let me fall in love again if you won't be here next year.
3, 2, 1.
Put the 1975.
Put Louis Armstrong.
This is Zach Bryan.
Ah!
Okay. Well, we were right about it being a curveball. Top songs can't say.
You can't say if I'm Zach Bryan. Almost 61,000 minutes of music listened this year for you, Noah. You did a great job and you really threw a curveball at us.
And we couldn't hit it. Thank you, Noah. Oh, we got another foreign language one. Favorite artister.
But the name's just Jay, which is kind of funny.
We got The Weeknd, A Tribe Called Quest, Kendrick Lamar, Prince, and who?
Oh, see, now my numbers are adding up.
Yeah, there's a math equation here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm kind of seeing it. You know, while we're talking about Christmas music, how about the Barkin' Christmas album?
Hate it. You like dogs more than most people.
Yeah.
I like dogs a reasonable amount.
Yeah.
Like when dogs are cute, or dogs are fun, or they're your best friend. friend. But you like dogs when they're gross and annoying and like slobbery all over the place and sick.
And singing Christmas songs.
Yeah, and that's what I mean by annoying.
I want like 9 dogs when I'm older, and I'm gonna take them caroling, and I'll teach them each carol. I'll say, boys, fire it up, and they'll go.
This would be a great idea for a Christmas movie where a guy tries to do that, and the dogs end up just attacking every person at the front.
And they teach him a lesson about love.
I don't think so. I think it'd be more about like
They teach him a lesson about how much he loves dog poop.
what?
He learns a lesson.
How is that the lesson?
He thought he was training the dogs to impress the girl in the neighborhood that he loved so much, but through getting the dogs, he learns that actually his true love is dog poop.
No, that can't be.
That's the movie.
That
dude.
cannot be the plot of the movie.
That's the movie.
I said a guy trains a crew of 9 dogs.
I'm with you.
To carol door to door during Christmas time. They bark at different pitches and melodies. They harmonize at each door. But when he goes to do it in practice, the dogs end up attacking the people who come to the door.
Okay, that works, I guess. But where's the lesson he learns along the way?
There is no lesson. It's a massacre in the neighborhood. Multiple people are murdered by a crew of 9 dogs.
Okay, so it's just like an art movie.
I wouldn't say it's an art movie. It's more of a Christmas movie.
No poop at all?
No.
I don't like it. I won't go see it.
Why wouldn't you go see that? It's hilarious.
I'll help you produce it and make it and write it and direct it and I'll star in it, but I'm not going to see it.
What? That's so many. I didn't ask you to do any of those things.
All right, then I definitely won't see it.
Fine. You know what? You make your stupid dog poop movie.
It's not stupid. It's
And
a lesson about love.
We put them out on the same weekend and we see who gets more views.
People like romance, bro. You're in for a harsh awakening.
People also like dog attacks.
That's true. 3, 2, 1.
Put Michael Jackson.
I put Tizo touchdown.
This is Outcast.
That's another one that I thought of, yeah.
That makes sense.
Makes sense. Cool, you went with the modern day
Yeah.
Prince-inspired artist, Tizo Touchdown.
Definitely.
And I went with Prince's contemporary, Michael Jackson.
Almost 49,000 minutes of music listened to this year from Jay.
Thank you, Jay. Next, we've got Rick, also with just a K. And often, when the person's name is Rick, it's short for Ricola.
Ricola.
Or Ricolai. All right, Rick listened to Vince Staples, Mac Miller, Luke Combs, J. Cole, and who?
Luke Combs is truly the outlier here. He snuck in.
Why are ceilings made of that?
Popcorn stuff?
Whatever that shit is, the weird texture.
Yeah.
Where'd they come up with that?
It's for sound.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know. And it feels like they could have come up with something a little better than that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like the ceilings in your house are like that.
They are in mine.
Really?
Yeah.
You have drop office ceilings in your house.
Yeah, it's like a chalkboard at the front, a desk much like this one, kind of like off to the side, and then 30 smaller desks with chairs connected to them, evenly distributed throughout the room.
You have a boss at your house?
On principle, I don't really like to answer that.
And if you got fired, would you be homeless?
Fired?
Or if you got homeless, would you be fired?
What are you asking?
It's a bizarre situation you are in.
What?
I don't know what I'm asking.
Pretty normal house. I mean,
I thought my house was weird with the characters. This is a freak show.
well, I have a rotating cast of about 30 characters.
Yeah.
8 times a day. They usually kind of rotate in.
Yeah.
And they all sit down at the little desks. And I'm at the front desk talking to them and telling them about stuff. About 3 p.m. they usually head out. And then I get a little time to myself. What's so weird about that?
I don't know, man.
My favorite time of the day is when we go, I'll go outside and play. Kickball, usually.
Just live in a school.
What? A what?
I don't know.
Live in a what?
A house. You live in a house.
Yeah, it's a house.
A normal house.
Have I told you about my car?
I don't want to.
Long and yellow.
It's
really long and yellow, yeah. A what now? You said a what?
Nothing. Big car, big yellow car.
You know what my favorite food is?
Huh.
Apples.
I was gonna.
Oh,
Could've
boy.
guessed.
Wow, they are good.
Riley, can we just move on?
It's Mr. Savage to you.
What the fuck, dude? 3, 2, 1.
How about Earl Sweatshirt?
Put Elton John.
This is Eminem.
I guess Luke Combs plus J. Cole kind of does equal Eminem.
Yeah, it's not bad.
You got North on there, one of the best rap songs ever, legitimately. Vince Staples, love that song. And you listened to about 25,000 minutes of music this year.
Not bad, Rick.
Speaking of Eminem,
Yeah.
you know who produced Not Afraid?
Who's that?
Boy Wonder.
That's right.
And you know what else Boy Wonder produced?
The concept album.
Sponsored by Bacardi.
In the Music Liberates Music program. Not only has Boy Wonder worked with these huge artists like Eminem, Beyonce, Travis Scott, and Drake, on the concept album, he's working with artists like Bella,
Blackway,
Kyle Dion,
Floyd Fuji,
and Savannah Ray.
Let's tell them all about it.
Let's do it.
That's right. Today's video is brought to you by
Bacardi. We're beyond grateful to be here today to tell you about the amazing new musical project that Bacardi is sponsoring.
Music Liberates Music is back for its 5th year as BACARDÍ continues to support up-and-coming artists, not only by making exciting new collaborations happen, but by supplying them with resources that fuel creativity.
When young artists are given the access to harness the powers of new technology like AI, amazing things can happen.
Now you're telling me AI can be a good thing?
Yes, Riley, in this unique circumstance, AI is actually awesome.
Like the 76ers in the early 2000s. That's another unique circumstance where AI was awesome.
He was awesome everywhere. I liked him in Denver, too.
I liked him in Detroit. That AI was awesome all the time. And this AI is awesome in this unique circumstance.
Correct.
Now, I was thinking it would be sick if there was some kind of generative AI that provides opportunities for rising artists on a scale larger than ever before, while also ensuring that all parties maintain the rights and credits to the music they create.
And that's exactly what BACARDÍ has achieved here with the concept album. This AI tool will allow each artist to sample multiple different demos from Boy Wonda's catalog of beats.
Boy Wonder like the Boy Wonder?
The Grammy award-winning Boy Wonder who has worked with the likes of Drake, Beyonce, and Travis Scott. Have you heard of them?
I have heard of all 3 of them, and they make great music.
They are big time, brother.
And the thing is, AI is just a stepping stone to what really is an amazing project here. And the artist and Boy Wonder still work together in person to put the final touches on the EP.
It's a real project, and it's really good.
All thanks to BACARDÍ.
So please go check out the concept album now. It's on all streaming platforms, and you can even purchase a limited edition vinyl that'll ship out in January.
Thanks again, BACARDÍ, for giving artists amazing opportunities like this, and for sponsoring this video. Let's get back into it. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
And we're back. Thanks again, BACARDÍ. Let's get back into it. We've got Mila.
Mila listened to the Arctic Monkeys, My Chemical Romance, Blur, and the Deftones. God, I don't know, Mila. I don't know if we'd get along.
You don't think so?
I don't know. You remind me of my sister.
Speaking of that, can dogs get braces?
Yeah.
Really?
Invisalign.
What about, has a dog ever had metal braces?
Yeah.
Really?
For sure.
Aw.
I don't know why it's so cute.
It would be so, because I mean, I always imagine human teeth with the braces on them, and now I'm thinking of like all those weird dog teeth.
Yeah.
They gotta be tiny little braces on them.
I got my bloodhound veneers.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. He looks
Were
like
they
Al Roker.
Were they veneers, like human-looking veneers?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It
awesome.
was 20 grand.
Wow.
He walks into the room and he lights it up.
If you gave a dog veneers and a human tongue, could it speak?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
But it'd probably come out so stupid because the brain of a dog is no
Yeah.
good. So
Little.
yeah, so it'd be like, Argentina is in North America.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, what the hell?
Bad dog. Bad. You ever kick a dog?
No.
Okay. That's good, man. Just checking. 3, 2, 1.
I put gorillas.
I put Aphex Twin.
This is Radiohead.
Ah, and that makes so much more sense.
It does.
Deftones and Radiohead, although they're very different sonically, it's kind of like the same type of people caused the resurgence in, like a Radiohead fan and a Deftones fan are not that different on the internet right now.
I like to think that none of us are that different on the internet right now.
I think that's never been further from the truth.
I think conservatives, liberals, people of all races, creeds, and credences are pretty much the same on the internet right now.
They're
all annoying.
Oh, okay. I like where you're going with it. Go ahead.
They're all, everybody's blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
My
continue.
opinion's best. You're wrong, little man. It's like everyone has the same tone, you know what I mean?
See, the only way that you can say that all people are the same and be accepted is by saying that they're all bad.
That they all suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't say that
Yeah.
everybody's good or everybody's the same any other way
Yeah.
other than being like nihilist about it.
Yeah.
Like, fuck all of them.
We all have something in common, and it's that we all suck. Suck eggs.
Wow, almost 100,000 minutes of listening, so
Pretty
almost
good.
too much, I would say. And R&B is your 4th song, but your top genre's still rock.
Yeah. Good for you, Mila. You rock. Thanks for sending it in. Will here. Will's top artists are Saba, Red Veil, JID, Will, and who?
This, I believe, is Will who submits to our streams.
Yeah.
Because his artist name is just Will.
Yikes. You're your own number 2?
That's honestly better than most. I feel like a lot of artists are their own number 1, and that's why they don't post them.
That's fair. I feel like most artists listen to their own music a lot outside of Spotify. They're not like Spotifying their own music.
Yeah, but I think that artists who are still on the come up, you know, they got to do a little stream farming for themselves, get themselves off the ground.
Self-made.
Hey, listen, I used to stream farm for my friends all the time, and it would ruin my Spotify Wrapped every year. And now I don't do it because I want to participate in these games, and I want to have fun.
And I don't care about my friends as much anymore.
I care way more about my friends than I used to. But I know that a few petty little streams here and there isn't putting money in their pockets because Spotify isn't actually paying them.
Yeah, you could just send them $50 a year, and that's better than streaming their songs hundreds of times.
Literally.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Hey, bro, here's $50. I don't think I'm going to have time this year to listen to your music.
You give them a $13 Subway gift card.
Yeah.
And it'd do them better than streaming their music all year long. That's fucked up, guys.
Whatever. I think it's fucked up we're all still driving gas cars.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, people who say that usually have like
I think it's fucked up we're not recycling everything. Why is it only plastic and glass?
because that's what you can recycle.
More. Recycle everything.
Not everything is recyclable.
I'll try it out. I'm going to start recycling jokes.
You've done that plenty of times.
Take pills, private.
Yeah,
See?
I don't know. See,
That's
yeah.
recycled. I'm
Doesn't
saving the
feel
earth.
That's not That's not saving any sort of fuel.
Oh, have you guys ever put a pentagram on the floor with the Kool-Aid dust? And then he comes back and he sucks. He
See,
does
this
crime.
is what I'm saying.
I'm saving the earth.
You're proving right here that recycling is not effective.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not as good the second time around. You might
Yeah.
as well buy it new.
Yeah.
You know?
You're right. I can't wait to get a divorce. All right, ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Put Mac Miller.
Smino.
This is Smino.
Let's go.
Wow. Oh, Saba, JID. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, totally. I was going based off what I know about Will's music, and that was my mistake.
Yeah.
It reminds me more of Mac Miller.
Will barely even tuned into Spotify this year with a measly 14,540 minutes listened.
And look at that number 5 song.
A banger.
Banger with Bari.
White tea.
Thank you, Will. Thanks for streaming yourself so much. And not that much, because it was 14,000 minutes total. Thanks for having such great music taste and for being a Patreon member.
Alex is next.
Alex loves the 90s.
Yeah, we got Everclear, the Smashing Pumpkins, I assume, Nirvana, and the Pixies, and who?
Whoa.
Hey!
Sorry. We were just talking about Everclear the other day.
Yeah.
As just like 90s kind of like 1 or 2 hit wonders. There were so many of them.
Yeah.
Because it was the only era where any of these songs made sense to be on the radio.
Yeah.
So not a lot of them lived past the 90s. But it's like Everclear, Better Than Ezra, Eve 6. Like they have these like huge songs that everybody knows. But their sound just kind of like settled into relative obscurity
Yeah.
over the 2000s.
Kind of lame.
I like it.
I like it too, but I have nostalgia for it.
I still think it's sick. The 2000s just brought about a new, flashier era where you couldn't make like a pretty cool rock song and be on the radio for it.
You had to be lit and doing rap.
Well, Lit had that one, yeah, My Own Worst Enemy.
Yeah.
Tell me why my car is in the front yard and I'm sleeping with my clothes on.
Cargo shorts in college, kind of era.
Yeah, you were not in college, and you always say that.
Yeah.
Cargo shorts in college.
Yeah, that's what it makes me think of.
You were like 6 years old when these songs
I
came
had
out.
older cousins, Dick.
Are you calling me a dick, or you had an older cousin named Dick?
No, you're a dick.
Oh, okay.
My older cousin's name was Ian.
Makes sense.
Does it?
Classic name for
You're
that
a
like that.
dick.
Okay. Why am
He
I a
liked to
dick?
snowboard and liked Eve 6 and shit, dude.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I'm
it
just
is
saying,
fine. And
why
he
did
wore
you-
cargo shorts and went to IU.
Did you go to college with him?
No, but I'd see him when he came back and I'd be like, God damn, he's sick.
Okay.
He'd have gelled hair and cargo shorts.
You know what I think
That
about
was
these
my
bands?
idea of college.
I think about being 8 years old and
Yeah.
playing with like Playmobiles and Legos
I
and
don't.
listening to Eve 6 on the radio.
I don't. I was listening to Bobby Caldwell.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was playing with guns.
You were listening to Eminem.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you
Don't
were.
tell me how I lived my life.
You've told me how you lived your life.
Yeah,
You were
they
listening to
were lies.
Eminem and you were chugging Mountain Dew, whatever color they had out at the time.
Green. I was chugging MD Green.
No, Livewire had just come out. I think you were on
Yeah.
the orange. Didn't you keep pallets of Mountain Dew Livewire in your garage after they discontinued
It
it?
was one time.
Yeah, but it was like 15 pallets.
Yeah.
And then they brought it back the next summer and you're like, fuck!
Fuck. 3, 2, 1.
Pearl Jam.
Put the Smiths.
This is Sublime.
Oh,
Ah. 56,000 minutes of music listened, and your number one song is What I Got. That's hilarious.
That is awesome.
Loving is what I got.
This is a rare breed of character here.
Hey, rock on. I mean, it is 2023, just a reminder.
Yeah, wake up, Alex. You're not in college anymore.
Come on, take off the cargo shorts.
Feed the kids.
That Sublime logo is so sick.
It's one of the best ever.
Way too much going on, but it
Yeah,
worked.
it's
It's on
sick.
shirts everywhere.
Yep.
Still, go to a music festival where they are playing electronic music that has absolutely nothing sonically in common with a Sublime song. You will
Yeah.
see that shirt.
For sure.
Thanks, Alex.
All right, up next we got KJ. KJ is listening to Bill Withers, Bob Dylan, Frank Sinatra, Orville Peck, and who? This is probably my favorite 4 I've seen yet.
It would be.
What do you mean? Yeah, these are
Bunch of
old
freaks.
Yeah, old dudes. Old dudes and a gay cowboy.
Yeah.
And Orville Peck.
This one's easy to me.
It's not to me.
I mean, come on.
Quit yelling at me.
Think about it. The movies, the
Okay.
fanfare, Hollywood. We're talking musicals. We're talking Broadway. We're talking Hollywood Fix.
Okay.
Paparazzos.
Yeah.
Think about it. I
Right.
mean, God, have you been asleep? Are you living under a rack?
Sometimes.
The answer's right there, in between the lines. Don't tickle me. We made a rule. That's in the contract. I will fire you.
Oh, yeah. What was that?
I'm gonna slap you in the face.
Really?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. You're too scared of what would happen if you slapped me.
You look like a stegosaurus.
If you slapped me, I would break your fucking neck.
You look like a prehistoric beast. I mean, it's just stop trying to look. You know
I
what I've
wrote-
noticed when I'm editing? I've noticed this.
Yeah.
Every single
I look
time.
all the time.
Before we were going like this,
Yeah.
you go. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Every time. It is like unbelievable
Yeah.
how many times you look.
But it's not like I'm cheating.
I know, but you can't wait 2 seconds to
No.
find out what mine is.
It's my little treat. I get to know before everyone.
so crazy.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
I think that says something about like
What's it
your
say?
mind.
I want a little treat.
You can't wait. Like I guarantee you go down on Christmas morning still.
I go down most days.
Good for you. Fine.
Thank you.
You go down
Yeah.
on Christmas morning and you look at the presents
Yeah.
before, and then you go back upstairs, pretend to be asleep, and
Yeah.
go back down because you want to know before everybody else.
I'll unwrap every one and then rewrap them.
Yeah. See, that's what I mean. That's messed up.
It's not messed up.
It
I want
is
a little
messed up.
treat.
Who says you deserve it?
Well, me. I got the right to look over. You're the one bleeding. If I'm sitting next to you and you're playing poker and you're holding your cards like this, I'm looking.
That's so you can use it against me in the game. This one, you have no advantage, and you still do it.
Satisfies me though.
It satisfies you.
Yeah, click something upstairs. I go, oh, cool. All right.
It's fucked up.
See how I do it? You don't even get the opportunity.
I don't want the opportunity. I hear it 2 seconds later.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Do you want to see before? Maybe you.
No.
There's your little treat. Isn't that nice? You know before them.
Who the hell is that?
Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
3, 2, 1.
Elvis.
Tyler Childers.
This is Sam Cooke.
Murdered by the CIA.
At a hotel.
Rest in peace, Sam Cooke. One of the greatest voices of all time.
Don't know much about.
History.
Don't know much
Biology. KJ almost listened to 56,000 minutes of music this year. In your top songs is Canuck Chase by Lobby Sefri, one of my favorite songs of all time. Probably in the top 1 or 2 favorite songs of all time right there. And Bring It On Home to Me, which is like my favorite Sam Cooke song.
Thanks, KJ. Sorry I guessed the white guy instead of the much better guy, Sam Cooke.
Yeah. Megan.
Megan.
Oh, yeah. Megan is next.
You got Citizen.
Nice.
Beyonce.
Nice.
Mac Miller.
Nice.
Paramore.
Nice.
And who?
Nice.
Citizen. Shout out Toledo, Ohio.
T-Town. T-Time. 419.
Toledo, Ohio's own Citizen.
One of the better bands to ever come out of there.
Probably the band I've seen the most in my life. I think I've seen them like 30 times.
You saw Paramore this year, Riley.
Well, yes, I did.
You're drinking a mojito right now, Riley.
That's true. And? Ask a question?
What does Paramore mean as a word? It's not like paramount, right?
I don't think so.
Spelled differently.
Yeah, it's spelled O-U-R.
Lover, especially the illicit partner of a married person.
Oh, yeah. It's like a mistress.
Oh.
Paramore.
What? Why would you have to say it like that?
Paramore.
I don't think it's a Spanish word.
It's Italian.
Is it?
Paramore.
Oh, yeah. Per amor.
Per amore.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So it means like you love them, but they're in a pair. I did see Paramore this year, and it was fantastic. Haley Williams is unbelievable as a front woman.
And I was on Beyonce's tour for half the year.
No, you weren't.
I was a box. Yeah, I was.
You were a box?
Mhm.
What do you
Like,
mean?
They kept cables and shit in me. I disguised myself as a box so I could go on half of Beyonce's tour, and it worked seamlessly.
That's just not true.
Yes,
There's
it
no
is.
way you made yourself a box.
Yeah.
Show me your best box impression
I
then.
can't now, dude. I got myself in box shape, and now I'm like I'm doing a different project.
What's this project?
I'm gonna be the football for the Super Bowl.
No, you're what? No.
I'm gonna be.
How?
Because I'm the greatest actor of this generation. And instead of acting like characters or like other people do, I study the role of an inanimate object and I become that object. And I insert myself into amazing situations.
Well, I have a question then.
Go ahead.
Why'd you only go on half of the Beyonce tour?
Well, I got bored of it. She never switched up the set list once, and she's mean to her crew.
Do you have any future aspirations you're willing to let us in on? Like things you want to be, objects?
I've always wanted to win the Westminster Derby. Or
That's where they race the dogs, huh? The dogs. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it's like the dog show, but they race
With
the dogs.
Kentucky
Yeah.
Derby, yeah. It's actually a day before the Kentucky Derby is the Westminster Derby.
Oh.
They take the winners of the past 5 years and they race them. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I
They
had no
put-
idea.
They put even smaller jockeys on them.
I never heard of that. Wow.
Tiny
Tiny little jockeys, yeah.
bird-sized men. Yeah.
That's cool.
I-
And you want to be not one of the bird-sized men, you want to be one of the dogs, I believe. One of the dogs.
Yeah, so in order to do that, I have to win Westminster first as a dog.
Right.
And then the following year, I can be in the Westminster Derby.
Yeah.
And I know it's a ways down the road, but I was hoping you could be my little bird man. That would ride me to victory.
I would never be able to shrink to that size, but
I could show you how.
I could probably have my dad's side of the family help you become a dog.
Yeah, I don't need the help again.
Oh.
It's all acting.
So you're some sort of shapeshifter.
Yeah, I guess. I guess.
Are you tired all of a sudden? Your eyes are
fucking
like,
sleep.
wow, what the heck?
It's hard work becoming a football. 3, 2, 1.
I put Lil Peep.
I put turnstile.
This is Charlie XCX.
Ah, okay.
Big music listener here, Megan.
And you got Claws, Ringtone, Crash. Oh, wow, this is like almost entirely Charlie XCX. Mad at Me could be Samia.
Nice.
Hey, that's a very eclectic list, and I like every artist on your top 5, so
Yeah, shout out Megan.
pretty sick. Shout out to Megan.
Nice. Another member of the Owen Army.
Oh, and we got Jack Harlow, Tyler the Creator, Drake.
Masayoshi Takanaka.
Okay, and who is this?
An amazing artist. You would love the album covers, and I think you would appreciate the grooves. One of the best artists maybe ever. Tony's a big fan too.
Genre?
Vibes, like real clean, I don't know, Japanese yacht rock jazz.
Okay, cool. And top artist, we don't know. This one's weird, because if what you're saying is true, and you're not trying to throw me off,
I'm not.
we've got like happy yacht rock, funk, jazz, fun stuff.
Yeah.
And then you got Drake, Tyler, and Jack Harlow.
Yeah, so like is the Masayoshi moment like a turning point? Like is this really your favorite kind of music and number one's gonna be in that vein? Or is Masayoshi the outlier here? Shout out Jack Harlow though. I wanted to say that in the last video. Really, really great year though. Strong year of music. Really handled a lot of what I felt was unwarranted hate super well.
What?
And I was watching him on Call Her Daddy podcast. The dude seems like just so chill, like and so laid back. I don't know, someone like you'd want to spend time with, but more than that, just as a fan of music, someone you'd want to like vibe, like listen to their music.
What's this? What is this? What is your...
I just wanted to give Jack Harlow a little shout out for
I
such
feel
a
like
great
you
year
have
of music.
confusing feelings about Jack Harlow.
Big shout out. I don't know what's confusing about that.
I don't know.
Jack.
It feels like he occupies a bigger space in your brain than you would like to admit. You think about how handsome he is and
I
how
just
chill
want to
he is
shout him
often.
out. I just want to shout him out for being so chill.
I think the reason
He
you
is
bring
handsome,
up
though. That's a good
Drewski
point.
so much is
That's a good
because
point.
he's close to Jack Harlow.
That's a good point too.
Like you bring up Drewski a lot.
That's a solid point actually.
Yeah.
And the handsome stuff too. You made a really good point with that.
You also listen to his music. Like you will come in singing his songs.
Yeah, yeah, fair.
I don't want no whips and chain, girl. You can't.
That's actually just a sample. His part's more like, I'm vanilla, baby. Big shout out, Jack, man.
Yeah.
Always welcome on the show, Jack.
I really feel like you need to sort some stuff out about what Jack Harlow means to you.
Bought a t-shirt, actually. I bought a Jack Harlow t-shirt today.
Really?
Not because I wanted it.
Then why'd you buy
Because
it?
I needed it. I needed it.
Wow.
Actually, yeah, it was an impulse inside of me. Told me I needed it.
You wearing a Jack Harlow t-shirt seems weird.
I don't think I'm going to wear it. I think I'm going to put it in my closet under some candles.
Dude,
Jack.
I would say I'm excited for this to develop, but I'm just not. I'm like
Jack.
worried about where this is going to go.
Jack.
I do not want to make our show all about Jack Harlow. It just
Neither
seems
do
like
I.
a
I just want to
waste.
give him the credit that's due.
I mean, he seems cool,
Yeah.
I guess, but I don't have like a huge opinion.
Put the loving on me, baby. 3, 2, 1.
I put Daft Punk.
I put Travis Scott.
This is Ryan Gosling.
This is Ryan Gosling.
Oh, from the Ken.
Ken, La La Land, Place Beyond the Pines.
Oh, yeah, no, I just mean like from this year, the music would be the Ken, like the number one songs, I'm Just Ken.
It could be his song, yeah.
That is his song.
For sure.
It just is.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know. Could be a Ken Carson song.
It's that might have been the hardest one to guess that we've gotten so far.
Would have never gotten it. God, I love Ryan Gosling, though. Watch Blue Valentine when you get the chance.
I've seen it.
Really?
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
That's rare that happens.
No, it's not. It's very, very common that you underestimate me.
Well, but like when it comes to movies.
Oh, no. It's very, very common that you underestimate me.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Well, it's just rare that you've seen a movie I'm telling you about.
Not true. You started watching movies like 2 years ago. And you think you're a genius. All right.
That's true.
Thank you, Owen.
Shelby.
Shelby. We've got Throne, Migos, Dev Lemons, and Young Thug.
Dev Lemon's in between Migos and Young Thug. I mean, this one makes a lot of sense to me, though.
You just have an answer off the bat?
Oh, yeah, one made clear sense. A mix of, like, Atlanta rap Rap, Dev Lemons, and Throne.
Oh, and who's Throne?
Throne's like a noise rock group from Cabo San Lucas.
Yeah, you had to think about it.
I had to think about how I was gonna pronounce.
What's your
Cabo
favorite
San
Throne
Lucas.
song?
My favorite Throne song is "Mud in the Basket."
Mud in the Basket, huh?
Yeah, it's actually one of their earlier.
I've
songs.
never heard that one yet.
It's an earlier
Never
one.
heard that one.
It's
Oh.
off an unreleased EP that I got at a thrift store with my grandpa, who's dead.
When'd you get it?
Sorry for your loss. Is either 2005, 2012.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. The band, I don't think the band existed at that time, but that's weird. that
It
you
could have
found
been.
it.
Oh, actually, no. I was flipping the 12. It was 2021.
Just say you don't know who a band is and it'll be all right.
My grandfather's dead.
And my uncle is a chupacabra. Okay,
Yeah.
we've all got stuff we got to deal with.
That's why there's no goats in your family. 3, 2, 1.
Break-its.
Token.
This is Future.
Wow, you
That
know,
makes
that makes
sense.
too much sense, honestly.
Well, you barely listen to music this year, so that's why.
Yeah, 12,000 minutes. I mean, they shouldn't even give you a Wrapped for that.
I cooked pot roast for more time than that this year.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. I cooked at least 4 pot roasts.
And they were 4,000 minutes each.
You gotta let them slow cook, baby. That's how they get soft.
We're not even going to go through your top songs because you probably listened to them twice.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thanks, Shelby. Justin.
All right, Justin. Brockhampton, Justice, Rina Sawayama, Kendrick Lamar, and who?
Justice. It's like Justin.
Do you remember Justice? D-A-N-C-E? That one song?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one dance song.
Didn't need it.
I liked that song.
It's fine. Could have lived without it.
Who sampled Justice recently?
Tim McGraw?
No, it was like a big rap song.
Could it have been Ice Spice?
Actually, you know what? It was Lil Uzi Vert with Snow Strippers on that song Fire Alarm.
Wow. Took my name off the organ donor list this morning.
Why'd you do that?
I want to be here. I'm going to stick around.
How's that gonna help you?
People that are on the organ donor list get into more accidents.
Really? By what margin? What's the
Good enough.
Really? So you
Kind
think,
of a surprising amount, honestly. You'd see the number and go, huh?
So do you think that
Yeah.
one of those government organizations is sending out cars to kind of cause stuff?
Yeah.
I'm an organ donor, never been in an accident.
You don't go outside much, though.
True. Come to think of it, though, a lot of DoorDashes have gotten in car accidents right outside of my house. Like, I'll DoorDash something, and like almost every single one gets in a fiery crash in front of my house.
Same, bro. Watch your back.
And it's always like a black SUV that comes out of nowhere, crashes into the car, and then just leaves, but leaves it like a big fiery mess. And usually there's somebody running around on fire for a second, and then they perish.
Yeah.
And so I usually just get another DoorDash, but wow. And the last time I was at the doctor, he did start drooling a little bit and said, "Look at those."
Hubba. Can I
That
touch
was-
those kidneys?
That was weird. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that with the organ donor thing. It's dangerous business walking out your front door.
It is. 3, 2, 1.
I put Daft Punk for this one.
I put Oliver Tree.
This is Daft Punk.
Nice.
Boom.
Yes.
Justice really clued me in there. And Daft Punk, I mean, how could you not listen to them when they released the no drums version of Random Access Memories?
Thank God.
I mean, come on. It's irresistible. You gotta listen to that a bunch. What a good idea. You know what? I wish this album had no drums on it.
Perfect.
How many times have I said that? Finally, we got it. All right, now we got Natalie. Natalie listened to a lot of Hozier, Taylor Swift, Hippocampus, Half Alive, and who?
Oh, sure. It's just a funny name. I kind of like his voice.
Yeah, you know what's interesting is when Hozier first came out with the Take Me to Church song.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, oh, this is one of those guys.
Yeah.
I know so many people who that's like their favorite artist of all time.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Adele for guys or something.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I never really put much like stock in that song, the
Yeah.
Take Me to Church song, but it makes sense that there's like a catalog behind that. I just
Yeah.
never dove in, so I can't judge a Hozier fan.
Hozier sounds like a TV infomercial, though, for like a special hose that like comes out of the wall outside.
I was gonna say, like, the only time I ever really heard Hozier growing up was like, oh, hose your feet off, it's time for dinner. I was out playing in the mud a lot. That's what I was doing. You got red ants all over you. Go hose your legs off.
You're covered in millipedes. Hose them dogs off.
Hey, you might have lice or ticks. Hose your head off and come in for dinner.
In my case, I had lice and tits.
What?
I had a big wreck as a kid.
No, you didn't.
I played around in the mud a lot.
Now you're just saying what I said after you said that you had boobs as a kid. You just didn't.
Son, you might have lice or tits. And I say, I know which ones I got, Pop. Boing, yoing. You know what I mean?
This is not productive. That's not.
3, 2, 1.
I put 21 Pilots.
I put Dance Gavin Dance.
This is the 1975.
Oh, I literally thought about it, but I didn't want to do it.
Half Alive and the 1975, that's a big fan base overlap, but 21 Pilots even more so. So that's what I was kind of banking on there. But
Here we are again with the POV indie, too.
POV indie, you're listening to Taylor Swift. So indie.
Taylor Swift treats Maddie Healy like the little baby boy he is. POV. Pretty good amount of listening this year for you, Natalie. 27,000 minutes. Nice job. Keep it up.
What is our gauge for this? Like sometimes we're like, not a lot of music. It'll be like 44,000. And sometimes it's 27,000. We go, great, a lot of listening this year.
Well, in Natalie's case, listening to these 5 artists that much is a lot of listening.
I could have listened to the 1975 easily that amount on their own. One of my favorite bands. They just released a live version of I Like America and America Likes Me Too that is unbelievable.
Thanks, Natalie, for sending it in. Have fun POV indie your way into next year. Lucas,
we got Gunna, Destroy Lonely, Ken Carson, Cochise, and who?
This got to be the easiest one yet.
Is it?
It feels like it should be the easiest.
Yeah, there's like a really obvious number one, but that number one we guessed in the first video.
Yeah, that was so long ago, though. I don't even remember.
It was a week ago.
Weeks feel like years these days. You know what I mean?
Did I tell you about the charity I'm starting?
Really?
Mm-hmm. Starting a charity for time travelers from the 1800s that drops them directly in a busy casino.
Oh, dude, that's a great idea.
It's gonna be really cool. I'm just it's kind of a charity and kind of a prank show that I'm doing.
Yeah.
'Cause I am gonna film their reactions because obviously, you know what I mean.
A lot of them will die.
A lot of them are gonna have heart attacks,
Yeah.
and a lot of them are gonna be they'll be like vertigo. I guess you might
Yeah.
get like dizzy
Yeah.
and confused and whatever. That's gonna be hilarious.
But most of them are going to have a lot of fun.
I'd say a few of them. I don't think most of them.
I think you're underestimating the amount of degenerates that were around in the 1800s. They
Yeah.
might think they're in heaven.
Oh, I'm not saying that like the type of behavior is going to give them a heart attack. I'm saying it's the
machines.
lights, the
Yeah,
flashing.
the machines.
They're not used to any of that shit. They're gonna be shell shocked. But at the same time, I have to imagine that people from the 1800s did dream in color at least.
At least, yeah.
So they'll maybe have imagined a place as beautiful as the modern day casino.
It is beautiful.
And hopefully they can then adapt. And if these people do survive that first stop at the casino, do you have any ideas of where I should take the survivors?
Strip club.
Strip club?
Imagine them hearing Future really loud with like a BBL in their face and like a $26 beer.
By God, I've never seen a buttocks that big.
Loudon, get me another Pilsner.
What is
Why
this
are they
mean?
Everybody
Everybody from the 1800s was British.
No, they probably sounded
They
like...
were. What is this music? This is Future. No, I know. But what's the music? Dude, this is Future. No, I know. I'm still adapting. I'm still a little bit confused. I'm used to the 1800s, but I'm just wondering who is the musical artist that we're listening to? It's Hendrix, man. Jimi Hendrix.
Why would he
The
know him?
guitar player. Wow, he sure does sound different.
3, 2, 1.
I put Lil Yachty.
Put Black China.
This is so Fega.
That really added up to Black China for me.
It's a weird guess, but anyway, I like it. 40,000 minutes of listening. Lucas, you did a good job this year.
I bet you smoke weed.
I don't think people smoke weed anymore.
They do.
I really don't think they do.
Benjamins,
Oh, like a pen? Like a vape pen or whatever?
blinkers, doing blinkies with the boys.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're not doing that anymore. I think they mostly spend their money on Rick. Leticia or Leticia, artistas mais tocados. We got Fraxium, Food House, Ravenna Golden, Dorian Electra, and who? Now this might be the easiest one of the day, I think.
For real?
I think so. Unless it's a curveball. Could be, but
All signs are pointing to one house for you.
yeah, absolutely.
All roads lead north. Is that what they say?
They shouldn't say that. It's not true. It's like blatantly untrue.
Okay.
Yeah, roads go all sorts of directions.
My road only goes to my plug's house. It's the only road I know. If I'm on literally any other road, I'm lost. Unless I'm on the road that goes to my plug's house.
I usually get an Instacart from my plug's house, but the car keeps fucking exploding right in my driveway.
Yeah, you were saying that
Every
about the
time.
DoorDash stuff too.
It's so weird. It's like it gets hit by like a ray gun.
Yeah.
Like it gets like rocket launched. And it's so annoying because I want my drugs. And I call my plug, I go, hey, did you give it to the delivery person? And the plug goes, well, yes, of course. Should be there any moment. And I say, yeah, well, there's just a big fiery explosion in my driveway.
These ain't my drugs.
I didn't order a big fiery explosion.
Fuck no, I'd never order that.
And then the plug goes, oh, I'm so sorry, sir. We'll get this sorted out. And then we get it sorted out through the delivery company. And they're like, yeah, it looks like you got fucking obliterated or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things. It's like growing up. You just kind of like, whatever. Like you learn stuff. Like it's
Yeah.
like one of those life things.
Part
like,
of it.
We'll all go through. Maybe I shouldn't have been an organ donor, but whatever.
3, 2, 1.
100 Gex.
Limp Biscuit.
It is 100 Gex.
That makes so much more sense than Limp Biscuit.
Not a lot of minutes on
Oh my God.
Wow.
What, did you start listening to music just so you could send this in?
You got Hollywood Baby and Dumbest Girl Alive.
Dumbest Girl Alive's banger.
Banger. Hyperpop favorite genre, of course. Or sorry, género favorito.
There you go.
Lo siento, Leticia.
Next up is Tony from The Office.
Tony.
Yeah,
Tony is our friend who works here.
Tony was listening to Max B, Drake, Budgie, Ethereal, and who?
And by the way, the only reason I said Tony, our friend who works here, is because
Yeah.
you said Tony from The Office. I wanted
he's
to make
from The
people
Office.
to think that he was from The Office, the show.
Well, people who have actually seen the show, which you have not, know that there's no guy in the show called Tony.
Well, you know.
So when I say Tony from The Office, instantly in The Office viewers' mind, they go, oh, not in that office. Oh, it must be their office. It's like it happens right away.
In my defense, you know why I don't watch The Office?
Why?
Because I don't want to have to say I'm a The Office fan. Just like grammatically, right? I'm a The Office fan. Ah.
You say, I love The Office.
But what if I don't love it? What if I just like it a lot?
I like The Office a lot.
Nah, I'm a The Office fan.
You don't have to say that.
Yeah. Who wants to say that? I've never needed to say that. I'm a Parks and Recreation fan. So easy.
All right.
So easy to say. I'm a Curb Your Enthusiasm fan. Boom.
Yeah, I should know this. Tony's my friend.
I've got some guesses. I know he plays Ethereal a lot at The Office, and he was obsessed with Drake when he dropped. I don't know who Budgie is, but it sounds like a cartoon character, maybe from like a children's show.
It's like a DJ, a lot of soul sampling stuff, kind of like Knowledge-esque.
Oh, okay.
Tony loves Knowledge, but listens to Knowledge on Twitch almost exclusively. 3, 2, 1.
Lil Yachty.
Megan Thee Stallion.
This is D'Angelo.
Ah, okay.
This man's got taste.
And he listens to music in a lot of different places.
Yeah.
The reason I picked Lil Yachty is because basically every time I walk into that room, he's playing a Lil Yachty music video.
Yeah, it's true. He listens to a lot of music videos.
Spotify was only 30,000 minutes of his listening, but D'Angelo, #1.
Chicken grease and send it on. Whoa.
Thank you, Tony. We love you. Last one.
DJ Grant.
The moment you've all been waiting for. This is DJ Grant's top 5 artists of the year. We've got the Japanese House, Toledo, Indigo D'Souza, Future, and who?
Oh, God, is it easy?
God, it's so easy.
I'd like to think it's easy. Maybe there's a surprise in here, but Grant's music tastes. Eclectic, tasteful, sad, and yearning.
Sad.
Sad.
Yeah, sad.
Even Future only listens to the sad Future songs. If a happy Future song comes on, he says, who is this? 3, 2, 1.
Adrian Lanker.
Big Thief.
It is Adrian Lanker.
That was what I was kind of debating between for a
Yeah.
second, because Adrian Lanker is the lead singer of Big Thief. But I figured there was more solo Adrian Lanker for Grant to absorb in this year than Big Thief stuff. Although, what's the song? The
Vampire Empire.
Vampire Empire. That song was a huge hit for Big Thief.
That was fire.
And Born for Loving You. Another great song, according to Grant.
Zombie Girl on there. That one will really rip your cock off and throw it in a bird bath.
Right. I guess that's what it will do.
God, so sad.
And Grant just narrowly edged out Tony in minutes listened.
That's strong.
Also,
You gotta love seeing Anna Sun by Walk the Moon still making the top 5.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool. It's been years,
cool.
but that's Ohio pride
Still
right
a
there.
banger.
So-
Shout out Grant and Tony for sharing theirs, as well as everyone else who sent in their Spotify raps this year. This is truly my favorite game. I love it so much. Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Remember to get your listening started now, because we're gonna do this again a year from now.
See you then.
But thank you to everybody who joined the Patreon. Thanks for all the support on there. We appreciate you sending us your raps. And stay tuned for more stuff on there. We often ask the Patreon to help us with games, or you can participate in games. And we also post extra content on there. So we appreciate all of the support once again. Other than that, we'd like to once again thank our sponsor for today's video,
BACARDÍ.
Go check out Music Liberates Music, the concept album, available to stream on all platforms now, or order a vinyl and it will ship to you in January.
It's actually fire. They let me listen to the demos before it came out. Tons of good songs on there if you're fans of R&B or rap.
And shout out to Boy Wonder. And that leaves only one thing to do, Graydon. Would you leave these wonderful people with some advice to live their lives by?
Tonight, before you go to sleep, get a good night's sleep.
All right, this has been HIVEMIND TV. We love you, appreciate you, and we'll see you in the next one. How long long do you think it's gonna be in years of doing this that HIVEMIND fans start to dedicate their entire year to making a Spotify Wrapped that would be perfect for this? As in, like, the first 4 artists on it are like Drake, Young Thug, Future, and Travis Scott, and their number 1 artist is Glenn Campbell.
Yeah, Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
You know what I mean? Like, they just do the curveball thing. Like, they're doing the math in their head.
Yeah.
And they're like, how much do I have to listen to Vanessa Carlton to make her my number 1 artist while keeping the rest of my music listening normal?
I feel like it'd be damn near impossible to do that.
I feel like people are going to start doing it. And I'm excited for it in a certain way. Like, what is the funniest possible picture we could be looking at of a Spotify Wrapped? I like thinking of that. Making it happen is a different thing because that takes a whole year, but your time starts now.
I feel like mine's the funniest one I've seen yet. Mine is Bob Dylan at the top and Eminem at the bottom.
Yeah, that's true.
2 white rappers.